Hi, this is Melody Wilson with the Real Life team at Remax Elite, and today I'm going to talk to you about the October market stats. So in the month of October, no big surprise, all the active listings have decreased from last month. The sold listings or sold properties went down last month, and also just the active listings have also gone down from last month. The average days on market actually went up, which is not a big surprise. It is going to take longer to sell your home now in the months of October, November, and December. So that's quite typical. There's less people out looking. There's less people not even just looking, they're not even buying a house. They're just kind of looking and maybe they're going to write an offer, or maybe they think they're going to wait till spring. So there's a lot of indecisiveness out there. The indecisiveness from the last few months has come a lot of speculation from waiting for the election results. And we all know in Alberta, our government has recently changed as well. All of these things impact the economy and in turn impacts the real estate market. So unfortunately for Alberta, we've come down quite a bit in the last 4 years, and everyone's speculating and wondering if the market is going to increase in the next couple of years. And all I can say is we continue to have a declining market in Edmonton for real estate. Interestingly enough, this year we've had an incredibly declining market in terms of the pricing. So you would assume that we sold less homes than last year. However, we've actually sold slightly a little bit more than what we sold last year for single family and for condos. Not a significant number, but definitely it is something to note that it was slightly higher than what it was last year. The fact that we are sitting around the 15% chance of selling is really hard pill to swallow, because that means that you have an 85% chance that you won't sell. So what are the things that you are doing to make sure that your property is selling, that it is showing above all of the other properties that are being listed? Now keep in mind, this is just for Edmonton proper. There are areas around Edmonton that have still significantly higher odds of selling. For example, Sherwood Park is at around 25 to 26% odds of selling. So that's quite a bit higher. And so it all depends on what neighborhood in the city and what suburban area that you're looking for in the city of Edmonton. So year-to-date sales in Edmonton is sitting around the 7,000 mark, and it is lower than it was last year, and that's not a big surprise. What is going to happen for next year, we can only speculate. I am hoping that we stay consistent to what we have had this last year and hopefully flatline. We were hoping for a flatlining market this year, but unfortunately it's taken a big drop. It actually surprised me in terms of how much the prices have dropped in the last half a year. So in the condo market, no big surprise from what I talked to you about last month. Everything has gone down just like the single family market. So active listings, total listings, and the number of listings have sold. Everything has dropped. Your odds of selling has also dropped as well. So it's been a market of constant decline. So the average days on market for condos has gone even higher now. So it's not a great thing for you to be a condo to sell right now. The odds of selling are incredibly low. And if you do sell, what we're looking at, especially the downtown area, people that are buying the new renovated properties or the brand new or the newer ones. So if you own an older condo, it is very challenging to sell your home in this market. You have to not only be willing to reduce your price and basically you're going to feel like you're giving it away. Your home needs to show absolutely immaculate, and if you have the equity to be able to renovate the property and make it competitive to the new ones, that's going to increase your odds of selling. So for the average price for single families, the price has actually dropped quite significantly from last month. A lot of things in play for that. So you're looking at lack of buyers, lack of sales to kind of bring the price down. And you're also having to remember that the new home sales is actually competing with MLS. So everything we talk about here is all reported numbers that are on MLS. And a lot of new home sales are not reported on the MLS. So that's going to kind of skew the numbers, because you might have buyers that are looking, but they end up building instead of buying resale, which is going to bring the price down because now the resale has to compete against the new builds. So the average price of condos has, strangely enough, it's gone up instead of down, even though everything has it's still declining and your odds of selling is still lower. So I have only a guess is that, like I said, people are buying the newer condos, and so maybe that's what's making the price go up, because those are going to be more. Other than that, it's a complete educated guess that I'm giving you. So we have 2 more months left to see what's going on in the real estate market, to see what has happened in 2019. And it's obvious that in November and December, sales are typically a lot quieter because it is winter, the holidays are coming, people are not wanting to move in the winter time. So it'll be interesting to see what is happening. I'm predicting that it's going to continue to decline. We probably won't start to see some sort of improvement or an increase until next spring. So if you're thinking of selling and you want to get your house sold before Christmas, there's a lot of strategies that we can take to make sure your house sells before Christmas. You have to also be prepared that it's going to be a huge part of that is going to be making sure you're okay with the price that it's going to be selling for. And keep in mind, next year your house may not actually sell for that much more. You might be lucky to even sell for the same amount now as you would be in 6 months from now, because if you look 6 months ago from today, everything is selling for quite a bit less for the same type of property. If you have any questions, if you're looking to buy a home before Christmas, it's also not too late. We can definitely get you in. There's a lot of vacant properties that want to have buyers in ASAP, so we can get you in before Christmas. If you have any questions, make sure to comment below, send me a message, share this with your friends, and make sure to subscribe and hit the little bell there. Have a great day.